Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's video is everything that I'm loving right now, so a favorites video. It's been a few months actually since I've done favorites. I don't do these every month on purpose. I like to really save them up for when I have things that I really do love and want to share with you. So we've got a little bit of everything today. We've got lifestyle, skincare, jewelry, makeup of course. So we have a little bit of everything and we're just gonna sit and chat about things that I'm loving at the moment. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you'll subscribe and stick around and let's get into it. All right, let's get started with one of my favorite things, which is jewelry, and this portion of the video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. So thank you to them for continuing to support me and partnering with me on this video. If you're not familiar with Ana Luisa, they are a sustainable jewelry brand that's based in New York, and they make really cute jewelry for a pretty affordable price. Their pieces start at around $39, depending on which pieces you get, obviously. But you may see in a lot of my videos, I have their pieces linked in the description box. I wear a lot of their pieces in my videos, particularly the earrings, and I wanted to share a few of my favorites with you. This pair that I'm wearing is a newer pair to me. So this is actually the Ash double hoop, and this is the two-toned one, but you can get it just gold or just silver. I just thought that the two-toned was really cute. I don't have many two-toned earrings, and I don't know, I like to mix metals honestly a lot. I am a gold person typically, but I do like to mix sometimes. But these are so cute. They are very lightweight, and it's just two hoops basically stacked on top of each other. But I love these. They are such good quality for this price. They do not tarnish. They take a lot of pride in testing their jewelry to make sure it will last and it will not tarnish. And they do come with a 2-year warranty as well. The other piece that I'm wearing, that I've had this piece for I think about 3 years, because I think I got this when I worked with them the first time, I want to say. But this is the Ina necklace, and it's just a flat herringbone gold necklace, and I love it. I like it to layer with other necklaces, but I also like it just on its own. But I've had this for, I want to say 3 years, and it looks exactly the same. It has not tarnished. I wear it a lot, and it's just a really nice staple piece. I think it looks really cute with this plain white t-shirt. That's why I like jewelry, is I love to wear a very simple outfit and wear a lot of jewelry. That's just kind of my style. I love it. So I also love this piece. I will also link a few other pieces that I wear a lot from Ana Luisa. I have another pair of hoops called the Rocks hoop that I love, and it looks kind of similar actually to this first part of this double hoop right here, but they're just a little bit smaller. I wear those a lot in videos too. I also love the Cuidado hoops that are a little bit larger, and they're kind of like an oval shape, but I will link some of my favorites below for you in the description box. I do get a lot of questions about my jewelry in comments, and it's almost always linked in the description box, so make sure to go check that out there. I will have these pieces that I'm wearing from Ana Luisa, as well as some of the others that I mentioned, linked below for you. And I did want to thank them for continuing to support me and partnering with me on this portion of the video. All right, let's get into the rest of my favorites. We'll start with skincare this time. I have actually quite a few things to share with you for skincare. So we'll start with this product. So this is actually newer to me, and it has become a holy grail product. It's the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Dermo Cleanser. If you watched my top 15 skincare products video, if I could only keep 15 products, this was the cleanser that I mentioned in that video, and this is a new product to me. So the fact that I put it in that video and it's now in my favorites video is a big deal, because most of these things that I'm talking about I've used and used and used and used quite a bit, but this I've only used a little bit, but I love it. I use this in the morning as my morning cleanser. This is just a really thick creamy cleanser. It's very hydrating and it feels like it's cleansing your skin and it's hydrating your skin without foaming or making your skin feel tight or dry. That's what I want in the morning. I like to cleanse my skin in the morning. I know not everyone does. I do like to do that, but I like something that just really hydrates my skin and makes it feel good before I go in with skincare and makeup. That's what this does for me. They do say that it's good for makeup removal as well. I don't use it for that. I use a cleansing balm for that, so I can't speak to that. But I use it as just a really nice, gentle morning cleanser, and I love it. Another skincare product that I've really been loving is the In Beauty Project Mineral Sun Glow. So this is their SPF. This is the fair medium shade. It also comes in medium dark. But if I want a mineral sunscreen that's tinted, this is the one I've been using. I kind of alternate between this one and my Skin 1004 Madagascar. That one does not have a tint and it is a chemical SPF. This one is mineral and I love this. It does have a little bit of a tint, but it really doesn't give much of anything really. It gives just the slightest bit of something and a little bit of glow, and it has SPF 43. It is 14.28% zinc oxide. So if you don't love chemical sunscreens and you're looking for a new one, this one is really nice. It is glowy, but it's not too glowy in my opinion. Now, if you have really oily skin, it does have some glow to it, so you might not love it for that reason. But if you have combo skin, dry skin, or just normal skin, I think you would love this. This also pairs well with makeup. I've not had any issues with pilling or anything like that, which is the number one thing with me with sunscreen. It cannot interfere with my makeup. And this one doesn't. I love it. Another product that I am loving right now is this from Ole Henriksen. It's the Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. This is also a product I featured in my top 15 skincare product that I mentioned earlier. This is in there. This is my favorite lip treatment. This is it. I like this more than Laneige, believe it or not. I do love the Laneige lip sleeping mask. I have those and I use them. But there's something about this one from Ole Henriksen, and one of the things I love is that you squeeze it out. You don't have to stick your finger in it. Not a huge deal, but sometimes, I don't know, I don't want to stick my finger in a lip product, so I like that this is a squeeze tube. This one is also just the original one. It has a little bit of kind of a citrusy, orangey smell. So it's really nice. It's not too much, but the scent is really refreshing. It's not anything too crazy. And what I like about this most is that it's thick and it stays on your lips. When I apply this, I don't feel like I need to 30 minutes later go in and apply more. The texture of it really does stick to your lips and it makes your lips just look really glossy and shiny. Not that that matters because I typically use this as like a prep product before makeup or before bed, but it just feels really thick and hydrating on your lips. I love it. Honestly, mine is, I have some left, but it's getting down to the end and I will definitely be repurchasing this. And the last skincare product I wanted to mention is something that I've rediscovered, and it's this from First Aid Beauty. This is their Ultra Repair Cream. You may be familiar with this. This is probably their most popular, most well-known product. I used this years ago, I don't know, like 2 years ago maybe. I remember talking about it then and I used mine up and I just never repurchased it. I don't know why. So I was in Sephora and I saw it and I just really wanted this again. So this has colloidal oatmeal in it, which if you have any skin issues at all, sensitivity, eczema, dryness, anything like that, damaged skin barrier, colloidal oatmeal is very soothing on your skin. This stuff is so nice. It's a thicker cream, so I typically use this at night if I'm going to use it. I use it on my face, but you can also use it just all over your body. But it's a very thick cream, but it's very, very nice. Another thing that's nice about this is if you want to apply it before makeup. It does work well that way. And this moisturizer is not too dewy. You know how sometimes, or this happens to me a lot, sometimes I do all of these hydrating things to my skin before makeup, and then by the time I get to the makeup step, like I look kind of like a tin man because I put all of these toners, essences, serums, then like a really dewy moisturizer, which I love. But with this moisturizer kind of looks, I guess, matte on the skin. It really doesn't give a lot of that radiant look, but it does moisturize. So if you have oily skin, you might really like this because it's not too much and it works well at night and also underneath makeup. So I wanted to mention it because I forgot how good it is, and I'm so happy to have this back in my skincare routine. Let's get into the makeup. I have quite a bit of makeup to share, so I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quickly, but let's start with the foundations, skin tints that are standing out to me the most right now, the ones that I just keep wanting to use. Unfortunately, they are both from Chanel. The Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint and the Le Beige Healthy Glow foundation. I got this one first. If you've been around my channel the last few months, I did make a Chanel order probably 2 months ago, and I picked this up when I made that order. Kind of on a whim. I didn't really intend to buy this, but I really wanted to try a Chanel foundation, and I ended up loving this. I wear the shade B20, and I can kind of get away with it if I am self-tan or if I'm not self-tanned. If I am, doesn't really matter what concealer I pair with it. If I am not, I can kind of tone it down a little bit with a lighter concealer, but B20 is a pretty good match for me. I love this foundation. It is so thin on the skin. It does not feel thick at all. It's not as thin as the Water Fresh Tint. That is like the thinnest thing of all, but for a foundation, this one is extremely lightweight and it gives your skin a glow, but it's like the name says, it's like a healthy glow. It's not too much. It's not a tin man glow or a oily kind of glow. It's the perfect amount of radiance. It doesn't have a ton of coverage. I would say you could get a very light medium coverage with this. I don't think you would even really get a full medium with it. Even if you built it up, it's just not, I don't know, it's not a super buildable formula in my opinion. I would say it's a true lighter medium coverage. This is what I have on today, and I love how it looks on my skin, and I love the wear on this as well. Even though it does have some glow, it does wear very well on my skin. I've worn this numerous times when it's really hot out. It does have the Chanel scent, if that bothers you. It really doesn't bother me, and it goes away when you apply it. It does have that smell if you are sensitive to fragrance, but I absolutely love this. This is in my top 5 foundations and skin tints right now. I also do love the Water Fresh Tint. This is newer to me. I've had this one for a little bit longer. This I had to kind of play around with a little bit to figure out exactly how I like it. And this works best with your hands. I found I like about 1.5 to 2 pumps with my hands. And this stuff is truly undetectable. I have never tried something this watery that actually does something to my skin and looks like nothing. When you look up close at this in a mirror, you cannot see it on your skin. You can't. It looks just like your face, but just a slightly more evened tone. And it's such a beautiful, lightweight, everyday kind of makeup product. So I am a Chanel fan. All right, moving into concealers. I actually have 2 of them. The first one is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. Now, I will say I tried this a few years ago and I didn't love it. Not necessarily for the formula, but mainly because of the color. I could not find a good color match for me. They recently expanded the shades, and the shade 2.6C is a very good match for my skin. That's what I have on today. I have it on under my eyes, and then I did use it a little bit on my face as well. But I love this concealer now that I have the correct shade. It is very creamy and very hydrating, and it looks beautiful on the under eyes and on your face. That is not always the case. Sometimes I like concealers more under my eyes, not so much on my face, or the opposite. I like them on my face, but not under my eyes. I like this one for both. This is a true medium coverage concealer. I was very happy that I tried a new shade in this because truly with concealer in particular, if you don't have the correct shade, even if the formula is good and you would like it, you probably won't if you have the wrong shade. So I think this is definitely proof of that, because now that I have this one, I'm wanting to reach for this all the time. So concealer number one is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. So look for if you don't like a concealer that you have, is it the concealer or is it the shade? That's an important question to ask yourself. The other concealer that I really like is this one from Fenty. This is the We're Even Hydrating Concealer. I bought this. I bought a few months ago. I guess this was during the Sephora sale. And I really like this, really like it. This is a bit of a thinner formula. It's similar to Kosas, but Kosas is just a little bit thicker, a little bit creamier. This is just slightly, it's like a thinner version, I would say, of the Kosas. So they're similar. The level of coverage is similar. One thing I will say about the Fenty one that I like is the doe foot. I don't know why, but I absolutely love the doe foot on this concealer. It's slightly slanted, so it fits directly under the eye, like at the perfect angle. Not the most important thing, but I do really like that about it. And this is just good. It's good. It's medium coverage like the Kosas. I will say this one does not crease on me. This one I can get a little bit of creasing if I don't set my under eyes. So I did want to say that. I do set this concealer when I use it. I think it's just that creamy texture kind of wants to crease. So keep that in mind if you have a lot of fine lines. I do get a little bit of creasing with that one. This one, the creasing is very minimal. I'm not going to say that concealers don't crease at all, because the reality is if you have creases, the concealer is going to crease. You just have to find a formula that's going to work the best for your skin and your under eyes. But these two have been on constant rotation for me. I had to include these in the video as well. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. I've talked about this in so many videos at this point. I did a full video on these when they came out, but I bought two. I have light and light medium, and I absolutely love this product. If you like a natural makeup look, you will love this product, I'm telling you. I don't know of anything like this that I've ever tried. It is not the same as his Skin Enhancer, which I also love. This is very thin, watery, and it sets down. The Skin Enhancer is not. It's balmy, creamy, and it stays a little bit dewy looking on your skin. This does not. I love the doe foot, so you get the doe foot here. You also get a pump here, so you can either draw it on your face or you can pump it out on your hand and apply it that way. You can also mix this in with your moisturizer or your foundation if it's too light. I also use this as eyeshadow. Today I use the shade Light. I have light and light medium, and I can wear either one, but today I use light all over my face, and then I use light in the crease of my eye as well. And I love it. It's such a multi-use product and something that I am constantly reaching for. I'm not kidding. I'm using this pretty much every day. And then one more bronzing product. This is so random, and this is a rediscovery. I know I have talked about this on my channel before, but I'm going to mention it again because it's fantastic. This is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Radiance Bronzer. The only thing I would say about this is it only comes in one shade, which drives me nuts. Neutrogena tends to do that with their makeup, and I don't know why. But if this shade works for you, this is a gorgeous drugstore bronzer. So you can see here it has 4 different bronze tones. And what I like about this is it doesn't look like a typical bronzer. A lot of bronze undertones are very yellow based or very orange based, which depending on your skin tone can work. But what I like about this is it looks a little bit red in tone. So it looks more natural. It looks more like a suntan, like a true suntan, because if you get sun, typically you don't have a ton of yellow or a ton of orange. You get more of that reddish undertone, you know? That's what this is, and for that reason it looks so natural, and it's more of a satin finish. So it has just the slightest bit of a sheen to it, but it's not glittery or shimmery, but it's not flat matte. It's kind of right in between. But I pulled this out again and rediscovered how good it was, so I wanted to mention it. If this tone works for you, highly recommend this from Neutrogena. All right, next product I'm so excited about because this has been one of my best discoveries in the last few weeks. I love this product. It is from Makeup Forever, and it's the HD Skin Setting Powder, the loose one. This, I saw one of my favorite makeup artists, Kellyanne, on Instagram talking about this, and I've never tried a powder from Makeup Forever. So I ordered it, and this is my new favorite loose powder. Yes, my new favorite loose powder. I want to say I like this even better than the Haus Labs powder, and that's saying something because the Haus Labs powder has been my favorite for a long time. This is so good. This is so good. It mattifies the skin truly, but when I tell you it does not look like powder, it does not look like powder. The biggest thing for me with powder is when I look at my skin up close right here, which is where I need powder the most, I don't like it to have that dry powder look. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you wear makeup a lot, I hate that when I use powder, but as I'm getting older, I'm noticing that I need powder more. I have pretty normal skin, but I do get a little bit oily in my T-zone. I have the shade Rose. So this is a color correcting shade. They make them in like a peach tone, a yellow tone, a purple tone, and this pink tone, but then they also make them just in normal skin tones. I have the beigey pink one, and this is my new favorite powder. I absolutely love it. It's on the expensive side for powder, but you do get a ton of powder in here. The packaging is great. You can twist it open like this, and the powder comes out. If you want to close it up, you just twist the lid here. It's great. Trust me, if you need a new loose setting powder, give this one a try. It also comes with a powder puff. One other thing about that powder, if you want that rose color or you want one of the color correcting shades, the only place I've seen that is on the Makeup Forever website. For some reason, Sephora only carries the skin tone shades. They don't carry the correcting shades. So I'll link both depending on where you're wanting to shop. But if you want the color correcting ones, you do have to get them from the Makeup Forever website. All right, let's move into one of my favorite things, which is blush. I have a few to share here because of course I do. I love blush. So let's talk about the one that I have on today. And this, I'm kind of cheating here because this is a new, the product is not new, but the shade is new. But this is already a top favorite for me. Persona Cosmetics recently released new shades in their Dreamstick blushes, which I've been using for years. I love those blushes. They're really nice cream blushes. But they released two new shades, Georgia and Caramel. Caramel is the one I'm wearing today. I love Georgia as well. It's more of a peach. This one is more of like a cool rosy mauve, but this is my kind of color in a blush. I love it. I also love it on my lips, but I have it on today. I do have a powder blush on with it, but this shade is literal perfection to me. I will insert swatches of both shades so you can see. But this was love at first use. I did get this in PR, but I would buy this. I would have bought this with my own money anyway because I love these cream blushes, but I did get them in PR. This shade, if you like the kind of shades that I like, the shade Caramel, so beautiful. But if you've been around my channel or my Instagram in the last few weeks, you've also heard me talk about these because I love these as well. These are the Haus Labs Color Fuse Glossy Lip and Cheek. They have a really long name. I have two of them. I have Glassy Pomelo and Glassy Hibiscus. Glassy Hibiscus is a little bit similar to Persona Caramel, so I will insert swatches here, but these from Haus Labs are a little bit less pigmented than the Persona ones. They still have pigment, so they're not sheer, but they're not quite as pigmented as the Persona ones, and they're a little bit glossier. So these give you that true wet skin, balmy kind of look. If you like that, you will love these. If you don't like that, you will not love these. For powder blush, without a doubt, the ones I've been reaching for are the Kosas blushes. These are the Blush is Life baked blushes. So I started out with 2 shades and I recently added this one. This is the one I have on today. This is Euphoria, and it's kind of, it is basically the same tone as that Persona blush in Caramel, which is why I put this on top. I love these. I love these blushes. They are glowy, but not shimmery. They're pigmented, but not too pigmented, and they pair so beautifully with the cream blushes that I'm loving right now. So I'm layering them pretty much every day. So I will use the Persona blush and put this on top, or I'll use the Haus Labs blushes and pair these on top. If I'm using the Haus Labs blushes, I've either been using Blissed or Dreamland with those. Honestly, some days I just take a little bit of both and mix them together. I will insert swatches of these blushes as well so you can see them. But Dreamland is the most beautiful rosy bronze shade. I love this. And Blissed, I didn't bring out here, but I'll swatch it for you. It's a true peachy pink. But these have been the ones for me in the last few weeks. If I'm using a powder blush, 9 times out of 10, it's been these. I don't have too many things to share for eyes because lately, especially in the summertime or just when it's hot in general, I don't use a ton on my eyes. I like to just kind of use what I used on my face on my eyes, and that's what I did today. With the exception of one eye product that I've also talked about several times now, but this product from Danessa Myricks, the Color Fix Waterproof Matte Liquid Pigment in the shade Nude number 3. This has been my go-to one and done matte all over shadow. It's just a little bit darker than my skin tone and it's very pigmented. So you need like the smallest bit to cover your whole eye. But I've been going in with this all over, so on my lid all the way up to my brow, setting it with whatever bronzer I'm using, if I'm using a powder bronzer, or I've been going in with the Mario product over this and then going over it with bronzer. That's what I did today. So I used Danessa Myricks first. I went in with a little bit of Mario in the crease, and then I took my Neutrogena bronzer and just set the whole area. And that's what I did for my eyes today. That's just kind of my everyday go-to recipe for the eyes. I love that look, especially in the summer. I like everything to look very cohesive. And then I did top a little bit of this on top. I also have this on my cheeks today. So this highlight that you're seeing is this. This is the Sephora Collection Luminizer in the shade Sparkling Honey. And this is a hidden gem at Sephora right now. These are made in Italy, I believe. Yes, this is made in Italy. This powder formula, so good, so buttery and high quality, high quality. And these are like $12, I think, maybe $14. But this shade in particular in Sparkling Honey, it's kind of a golden, it's kind of in between a gold and a silver. It has like a mix of both. And for that reason, it literally goes with everything. I love it. And I'm also loving this on my eyes. Like I'll just take a little bit of it with my finger. That's what I did on top of those bronzers today. And that's what I have on my eyes. I absolutely love this product. Love, love, love this from Sephora. I have one mascara that I've discovered, and it's Essence Lash Without Limits in the brown color. This is the first time I've ever tried an Essence mascara that does not smudge on me. Every time I've tried the Essence Lash Princess mascaras in the past, they just don't work for me. They flake, they smudge, they get on my eyes. I don't know why. I think a lot of people love that one, and it looks great on my lashes, but it just doesn't wear well on me, but this one does. This one is a really pretty brown color, And it also has like a flexible wand. I don't know if you can see that, which is nice because it really helps you get in there to all of your lashes. This is great for length and separation. They say it's good for volume. I would not call this a super volumizing mascara. I would say it's more for length and separation, which is what I personally like on an everyday basis. So the mascara that I've been reaching for the most has actually been this one from Essence. For the lips, I have discovered a fantastic drugstore lip liner. And it's the new ones from Maybelline. These are the lifter liners, so they came out to go with their lifter glosses, which are great. I found these randomly at Target one day. I was in there. I didn't even know they were out or that they were coming out. And I saw them. I bought a few of them. I will swatch the ones that I have so you can see the shades, but this one is the one I'm wearing the most in the shade On It. It is a really nice medium toned neutral brown. So it goes with everything. And when I tell you, not only are these creamy and very user friendly, very easy to apply, they set and they don't move. Truly, these last on your lips. And they're so affordable. They're great. I'm so impressed with these from Maybelline. I would love to have all of them, honestly. I have 3, but number 5 in the shade On It is my favorite. And then this is also a newer product to me, but this is a favorite, so it's gotta be in here. I love this Gucci lipstick, and I'm so excited to say that because this was not a cheap lipstick. And I really wanted to love it, and I do. So this is the Velvet Matte Lipstick from Gucci. And this is such a good, light, slightly rosy, neutral nude. It's in the shade 222 Fanny Rose, which I love the name, but it is so pretty. This is what I have on today with that Maybelline lip liner. And then I have a gloss on top, of course, because I'm a gloss girl. But if you need a new matte lipstick, they have new nude shades in these Gucci lipsticks, and they're really, really nice, very creamy and comfortable. They're matte, but they don't make your lips feel dry, which that is my number one issue with matte lip products. I can't stand the feeling of having dry lips. So I was kind of nervous in buying this because I wanted to love it because I spent a lot of money on it, and I do. I love this lipstick from Gucci. And then on top, the gloss that has been on my lips 9 times out of 10 in any piece of content that you've seen from me has been this lip oil or lip glaze from House Labs. This is the pH Hybrid Lip Glaze in the shade Macaron. And it is a little bit plumping, but a very, very mild plump. It does not hurt or sting. And it gives your lips the most juicy, glossy look. I love it so much. And this pink, it goes well with everything. Every single lip product that I've paired this with, it adds just that perfect tone of pink for my skin tone at least, and I love it. It's a little bit on the thicker side for a lip oil type product, but I personally like that because they last longer. You hear people refer to glosses sometimes as sticky or thinner in formula, so not as sticky. The thinner glosses and lip oils are nice. They just don't last as long. What I like about this is, yes, it's a little bit on the thicker side, but it will grab on to your lips and it won't wear off as easily. So that's another reason I've been loving this. But this with that Gucci lipstick, Maybelline lip liner, such a good combo. All right, I have one hair product to share, and it's a shampoo from the brand Way. This is their detox shampoo. So I bought the mini size because I wanted to test it out before I bought the full size. I already knew that I loved the smell of Way hair products. I've used the Way hair oil. I've used the Way leave-in conditioner. Love the smell of Way products. But I'd never tried this, and I've heard so many people rave about their detox shampoo. And yes, this is worth the hype. I was finding that I'm using more product in my hair lately, and the reason for that is we recently moved into this house, as a lot of you know, and we actually made part of our garage a gym. So we work out from home. My husband works out here. I also work out here, and I'm working out most days. I try to do it first thing in the morning because it's hot, but no matter how early I do it, it gets hot out there in the garage and my head sweats. So I'm finding that I need to wash my hair more often. I'm finding that I need dry shampoo. I need more product in my hair to kind of manage it because I'm getting quite sweaty very often. I know that's gross, but that's the whole reason behind this. So I felt like I needed something to get the gunk out of my hair when I was washing it. So that's why I bought this. And this, you just use it. You don't have to use it every time you wash your hair. I do it like every other time. And I use this as my first step. So I also double cleanse my hair. So I use another shampoo for that. I don't use this twice. But my first shampoo, I use this. And this does exactly what it says. Your hair feels clean. You don't feel like you have that gross residue and buildup, which I hate. My head will sometimes, and this is always a sign when I need to wash my hair. My head will start to feel kind of itchy, which I know that's gross, but I'm just keeping it real. That's when I know that I need to use something like this because I clearly have a lot of buildup and residue in my hair. So that's why I got this, and I'm here to tell you that it works. If you need a product like that, and that sounds like something maybe that you struggle with, highly recommend this detox shampoo from Way. Okay, I did want to share just a few brushes that I've been really reaching for a ton. The first one is this one from Smashbox. This is the Sheer Powder Brush. I got this at a cosmetics company store a few weeks ago. So I got mine on major discount. You can still find it online, but this brush is great if you want to set your whole face with powder, but you don't want a heavy layer of powder. That is what this is great for. I've actually never used a powder brush that was this fluffy and perfect for setting your face all over with a very small amount of powder. That is exactly what this is supposed to be used for, and that's exactly what it does. I have really enjoyed this brush, so highly recommend. I've used Smashbox brushes for a long time. I like their foundation brush and their concealer brush, but this was a newer one to me, and I absolutely love it. The other brushes I wanted to mention are the Makeup by Mario brushes. I have been reaching for these two almost every time I do my makeup, both of them. So this is the F1 and the F3. The F1 I use for cream cheek products. So I've been using this end for the Mario Shaping Serum, the House Labs Color Fuse blushes, the Persona blushes, anything cream. I've been using this kind of angled side here. You also get this small little side, which I will use this sometimes for cream eyeshadow on my eyes, color corrector under my eyes. You could use this for concealer. You could use this for so many things, but this is such a handy brush. And then the newer one to me is the F3. So this is I think they call it the precision powder brush, but you get a smaller end, or you get a larger end and a smaller end. I use the larger end the most, but this is unique because of the shape. So it's a smaller powder brush and it's a little bit fluffy on the end, but also a little bit kind of tapered on the end. So it kind of comes to a point, and it's also kind of flat, like you can see from the side. But the shape of this fits perfectly right here, which is where I powder the most. So I've been using this brush with this Makeup Forever powder, and I use it in the T-zone basically. And I also will pat it under my eyes as well. You can also flip to the smaller side and use that for powdering under your eyes. But these have been like everyday staple brushes for me, so I wanted to share. I've also been loving this brush for powder blush. This is the Refer number 4 brush. So it looks like this. It's just a small angled blush brush, or you could use it for whatever, but I use mine for blush. This is what I've been using with powder blush, so primarily those Kosas blushes. And what I like about it is I love that it's angled, but it's not too big. Sometimes I want an angled brush like this, but I don't want something large that gets the product in places I don't want it. I like this because I can literally just keep it right here, right where I want it. It applies blush very precisely, which is what I like. And it works really well with all powder blush formulas that I've tried it with. So I wanted to mention this as well, especially if you have a smaller face, or maybe you're a little bit afraid of blush, or you just want to control your blush a little bit more. A smaller brush like this is really going to help you do that. All right, let's get into some fun lifestyle type things. I love to include other things as well in these videos. So let's start with probably one of the things you guys ask about the most. I get this question constantly now, and it's, what self-tan are you using? Because I mentioned in so many videos that I'm using a self-tanner, but then I forget to mention what self-tanner it is. This is the self-tanner. This is the Cocoa and Eve bronzing foam. I use the shade dark, but there is a medium shade and an ultra dark shade. I use the one in the middle. So this one is dark. This is what I've been using to self-tan. When I say that in videos and I refer to it, this is what I'm using, and I've tried quite a few self-tanners. I'm still testing them out to see if I find anything else that I really like, but this has been the one that I've been using consistently. Self-tanning is not easy, I will say that. Self-tanning is kind of a skill. You have to kind of practice, get a routine, and really practice. And practice makes perfect, I guess is what I'm trying to say with self-tanning. But I find with this one, the application's just a little bit easier. I find some self-tan formulas, when you blend them in, they don't blend in evenly. They're very hard to get like an even coat of the product. This one is the easiest one that I've tried. They did give me a code, and it is an affiliate code. It's Blair15, and you can save 15% off from Cocoa and Eve if you want to try anything. But if you're wondering, this is the one that I've been using. I also use their mitt. Hold on. So I use their mitt to apply it. This is their mitt. Obviously you can use whatever you want or whatever you have. I bought a bundle when I bought the self-tanner, so it came with the mitt. So I just use their mitt, but I use this. And then this is a newer thing to me. This is how I do my back now. Unless my husband is home and he is able to help me with my back, I use their back tanner. So it's this long thing that looks like this, and basically you can kind of see where I did it before. I will pump the self-tanner here. You can hold it behind your back and go like this, and that's how I apply self-tanner on my back. So if you struggle with that or you need help with your back, this is very handy to have as well. So I will link these below, and my coupon code as well if you'd like to use it. Let's move on to nails. I am still doing my nails at home. As many of you know, I've been doing this for over a year. I use Manicurist products from Manicurist Paris. So they're based in Paris, and it's basically an LED system that you do at home. Their products are supposed to be a little bit more on the natural side, so they don't use acetone or anything harsh in their products. But this has been such a game changer for me doing my nails at home. I just felt like I spent so much time, number one, having to go get my nails done. Number two, half the time I didn't like how they turned out, because if you don't have a great person doing your nails, or you have to get someone different, you have to make an appointment, like there's just so many things with nails. I'm just so much happier doing them at home now. So I wanted to share the two colors that I've been loving the most from Manicurist. I do share on Instagram a lot. When I do my nails, I'll post it on my stories. So make sure you're following me on Instagram at simply.blair if you're not already. But I wanted to share my top two colors at the moment. This is the first one. This is the shade Porcelain. So my last few videos that you've seen, I was wearing porcelain. This is like a warm off-white. It's kind of like a cream color. And I don't know why. I didn't think I would love this color, but I really like it. I love creamy off-white colors. I like them in my house. I like to wear them. I like sheets in that color. I'm that girl, okay? I'm the boring beige girl, I guess. That's me. And then the other one is this one. This one is Poppy Rose. I was gonna say Poppy Rose, but it's Poppy Red. Yes, Poppy Red. I was like, okay, am I getting the name wrong? No. Poppy Red is the perfect bright cherry red. I love it. I have it on my toes right now. I'm not going to show you my toes because that's a little weird. I'm not going to show you that, but this color is the perfect red, truly. Perfect red. In fact, it is basically this red. So this is their little pouch you can get if you buy one of their sets. This comes in a lot of the sets. So I have the LED polish, which is what I do on my nails. And then they also make just regular polishes. If you don't want to do LED, you can just get their regular polish. And so I have this for my toes as well. I do have a code with Manicurist as well that will get you, I believe, 15% off as well. And it's Nails Blair. I will put that in the description box below as well. But I have their top coat and their base coat in here as well. And that's kind of this 3-step system. You do the base coat, you cure it, you do your color, you cure it, and then you do their top coat and you cure it again. And that's it. And their polishes last me, I would say, like 7 to 10 days. I can sometimes stretch it a little bit longer if I've done multiple coats of the polish, but typically I would say around 10 days, and then I like redoing them. But it has been just such a game changer for me, and I'm to the point now where I actually enjoy doing it myself. So if you've been wanting to do your nails yourself at home, I highly recommend Manicurist. Their products are so good, so easy to use, love it. All right, something else very random that I wanted to share that I discovered a few weeks ago and I love them is Brooklinen sheets. No, this is not sponsored by Brooklinen. They have never worked with me. I've never been sponsored by them. I bought the sheets with my own money. No sponsor here. I know they sponsor a lot of people. That's why I'm putting this disclaimer in here. I bought those with my own money. I bought the Luxe Sateen sheet set, and I absolutely love those sheets. When I tell you, those were not cheap. I did get mine on sale, and I think they're on sale right now when this video goes live, I think. I got mine during a sale, but they are such amazing, high quality, like hotel sheets. You know, when you go to a hotel, the sheets feel, sheets at a hotel just hit differently. You know what I mean? That's what these feel like at home, which is amazing. And I promise you, they are worth the money. Yes, they're expensive, but in my opinion, you spend a lot of time in your bed. You spend a lot of time sleeping. Invest in your sleep. Invest in your bed. I think it's a very good way to spend your money. So I love the sheets. I bought the cream color. I just highly recommend them. They have a bunch of different types of sheets. I got the Luxe Sateen because I think those are like one of the best sellers, and I love them. They are just thick and just high quality. You can tell a really nice set of sheets when you feel them. They're worth the hype. They're worth the people that are sponsored and telling you that they're worth it. They are. I am very particular about my bed and my sheets. I like them. I like just a nice, crisp, clean bed. I like my sheets tucked in tight. I like the hotel vibe with my bed, and those sheets are worth it. Just a few more things. I wanted to share these from Amazon. These are the biker shorts that I have been wearing lately, and I am not a biker shorts kind of girl. Usually I feel like they don't look good on me, so I've never worn them before. I've tried them on here and there, and I always feel like I don't feel good in them. I don't know. I don't feel like they look that great on my body type. But I saw Julia Havens wearing these, so I just ordered a pair to test them out, and I finally found a pair of biker shorts that I love. They're from Amazon. They're like $20. They have pockets on the sides. They feel really, really nice and not cheap. They're only $20 though, so I wanted to mention them. If you're like me and you have never found a pair that you like or that you feel good in, they're not too short. They come in different lengths, I think. I have the 5-inch length in mine, which is perfect for me. I'm 5'5" for reference, and I don't like my shorts too short, so the 5-inch inseam works really well for me. But these from Amazon have been a true favorite. I've been wearing them a ton. I just ordered a new pair in this green color. These are green sage, I think is the color name, but they come in like 20 different colors. And then one more thing, this is so funny, but I'm gonna put it in here. I have to end on this. This is a snack that I bought at Target. These are the Belly Welly probiotic snacks. They're like little cakes. They're like little square cakes, kind of like a protein bar. I don't know how much protein they have actually. They only have 3 grams of protein, but so I got this flavor at Sprouts, the birthday cake flavor, but I got the chocolate chip ones at Target, and then I was on their Instagram and it looks like they also have them at Walmart. And basically these are supposed to be probiotic snacks. So it says they're gluten-free, they have fiber, they're zero bloat, and they're low FODMAP. So if you have IBS, typically IBS, they treat you with low FODMAP diet. This is low FODMAP, which is nice. And they're just soft baked little like cookie bars, but they're great if you need a little bit of something in the afternoon, just like a little pick-me-up, a little sweet treat. These are great. You can also just throw them in your purse or your bag, take them to work with you. I love them. I'm a big fan of this brand and I can't wait to try more from them. Okay, I know that was a lot, but that was everything that I've been loving. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will have everything that I spoke about linked in the description box, and I will link anything I can in YouTube shopping as well. And I hope you enjoyed the video. These are so much fun to film and just share the things that I'm loving. I don't do these every month because I'm picky about what I share. So just know when I share these favorites videos, they are true favorites that I'm sharing with you. I'm very picky about it. And I did want to thank Ana Luisa for partnering with me again on a portion of this video. And make sure to check out the link in the description box to shop all of my favorite jewelry from Ana Luisa. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. And I will see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.